All right, welcome to one of our bonus videos. I'm here with my twin brother Matt. I'm Donald. We're just going to take some time to introduce you to our channel, let you know kind of what is it all about. Why are we doing this? Who are we?
Who am I?
How did we get on your screen? So hopefully you'll stick with us for a few minutes as we talk and discuss what we're doing here. So Matt, what is CtrlC?
All right, CtrlC. So, I mean, there's so much. I had initially contacted you with just this earnest desire to teach and to disciple. I think both of us really, for a long time, have had the desire to be disciples, disciple makers, teachers. And I mean, it's like it's a part of who we are. We used to get in trouble for lecturing people all the time.
Yeah, I give a lot of unsolicited advice.
Yeah, he still does.
I do.
I mean, it's just a part of who we are. We see something that we feel like we could fix or provide some information towards to improve their lives, and we just I think we naturally want to say something, want to speak into their lives, and really that has bled into our walk with Christ, and we want to be disciple makers. Now, as a teacher, there's a sense in which I'm a disciple maker, but I really feel this desire to reach our generation, the next leaders in the church, the older youth, young adults, and to see them disciple, to see them grow in Christ. And there's been multiple ways I've actually tried to do that, through blogs, through a teaching ministry that didn't get off the ground, as well as some goofy videos, apologetics videos that I made. Nevertheless, I came to Donald, and I was really wanting to do something where there's consistency, accountability, and where we both work together to provide that discipleship process. And we really debated back and forth what that looked like. Did we want to try to do goofy like some of my other videos? Did we want to do more serious like some of my other lecture videos? And we ultimately knew that neither one of those types of videos for me got all that many views. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we wanted them to be something that when you watched it, you grew in your faith. And so we really have been working on what that balance looks like. And CtrlC has been birthed out of that desire to find that balance. And so our CtrlC, the name itself is actually this idea, kind of like a play on words. Obviously, the command CtrlC is to copy in a computer. Mm-hmm. And so not only does that sort of correspond to the fact that we're twins, so we're sort of copying.
Yeah, copy paste.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, that's not how that happens.
No. Talk to your parents about that. No. And we've been called different names like Pete and Repeat.
Yeah, F1 and F2.
Right. And so this idea that we're copies has been very common, being twins after all. It's been something that we've heard all our lives. But likewise, this idea of copying, addition, multiplication, this terminology is often used with making disciples, like copying yourself, making disciple of others who make disciples, and so on and so forth. So we thought CtrlC was a good way to get that sort of idea across, of not only we're twins, but more importantly that we are discipling others, making disciples who make disciples, and so on and so forth. And so then the goal of CtrlC then is to provide something that you enjoy watching, and will hopefully generate views, but also will do something that will help you grow in your faith. To disciple you. And we acknowledge that our videos aren't going to be really deep, that they're going to be, more or less, an inch deep, mile wide sort of thing. But the goal of CtrlC is to get you interested, where there's tons of resources out there.
Yeah, and of course our desire is we want to be a resource, but more than anything, I'd love to get you guys interested and then point you guys to a lot more deep resources out there.
Right, and to help you comb through, I mean, the internet's and the bookstores and libraries and so on and so forth, they're so full of information, but there's a lack of knowledge, or at least a lack of knowing where to find that knowledge.
Yeah, where do you find that knowledge? How do you tell what is good from what is bad?
Right. It's like trying to find water. I mean, you can just find water just about anywhere in the world. You just kind of got to know where to look.
Yeah.
Likewise, there's information all over the world, but if you want knowledge, you got to know where to look. And so we're here to really get you interested in that knowledge and then point you in a direction. We're not going to be the end-all source, because we can't do that in a video like this, like the ones that we're making. But hopefully we get you interested, get you hooked, and get you interested in growing deeper and looking more into the topics that we will ultimately discuss in these videos.
And that ultimately kind of brings us to the point of our first video. And so in that video, we had frisbees, and we attempted to answer some questions about statistics related to church health and what different groups of people believed about Christianity. And of course, we'd land on a spot, and then it would be measured to see who got closest, and everything was measured in inches. So it's a really fun video, and if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go and I don't know that it's necessary that they stop this video now.
No.
But if you haven't seen that video, make sure that the next video you watch, go ahead and watch that video. It's a fun video, and I think some of those statistics they're pretty interesting, pretty revealing. A couple of them were kind of shocking to me. Some things were higher than I thought that they would be, and some things I thought were quite a bit lower than I expected them to be. So really, what was the point of that video?
So the point of the video itself is actually quite different than what the rest of the videos that we have planned for, in the sense of that the information contained in the video is again statistics. And we're not really doing a lot of teaching or educating per se, other than giving out this information. And the point of that is really to to point to the need for discipleship. When we find that there's such a small percentage of people who believe in God, and I remember the discussion that we had regarding that, and both of us shot much higher than what it actually was, which really surprised me. I thought for sure, dealing with basic theistic belief, that was higher than it was. And I think the most shocking one was regarding youth and their belief regarding the importance of the Bible and their pastor in their life. And you had mentioned the halo effect, and so we both kind of thought, oh, this is pretty high. And it totally threw us off. I was at an extremely low number, which was quite surprising to us. And so the point of the video was really to set up the rest of the season and really set up CtrlC and who we are and our purpose, and saying, we got to do something about this. We're living in an age that's often very anti-intellectual. where it's almost seen as a virtue or a good thing to be ignorant of the truths of Scripture.
And I think what it might be is that we live in an age of so much information that it becomes overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so, kind of as a result, as a kind of as a mechanism to deal with all this, we kind of just choose to just run away.
Right.
Because you have so many people that can seem to make a good argument about something.
Right.
You read this or you hear this argument and go, okay, obviously that must be true. And then you read this and it's the complete opposite. And you read this and you listen to this and it's like, wow, this seems completely true too. And so how do you make up your mind? Well, you just kind of put blinders on and completely forget about it. And
right.
So our goal, ultimately, as we said, is to, help people encourage people to take off those blinders and realize that as Christians, we believe that what we're teaching is the truth.
Right.
That a real God created everything that we see, and that He has ordered all this, and that Jesus died for our sins. We believe that this is true, and we also believe that because all of this is true, because there is order, because it is true, that there is plenty of evidence for that as well.
Right.
We believe that you don't have to put blinders on, and that if you are connected with the appropriate resources, that you can discover the truth, to know the truth, and have confidence in the truth. And so, our desire, like I said, is that we might be able to help you through that process of sifting through all this knowledge,
right?
Or I would say all this information, so that you can truly find knowledge.
One of the things I talked about when we were sort of trying to get an idea what CtrlC is I told him, I said, I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't want making these videos to be such a hassle that we find we dread filming them. I said we need to have fun doing it. We want to make sure that we provide a resource to help get you in the discipleship process, or go deep into the discipleship process, but we want to have fun doing it.
Yeah.
And I hope that these videos accomplish that, and I hope that you have fun with these videos. Our ultimate goal is that you find yourself entertained, that you've enjoyed the video, and then you realize, wait a second, I've just learned something.
Exactly.
If that happens, we've done exactly what we wanted. If you find yourself going, they're talking again, which we tend to be long-winded, then we've not really accomplished what we wanted. What we wanted. Do you have any further questions for me?
No, that's it for me.
All right, I don't have any questions for you.
So with that being said, again, I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. I know this video is going to be a lot of talking, probably a lot more talking than most of our other videos. So thank you if you made it this far.
Comment to let us know if you have made it this far. Keyword kiwi. That sounds like a good neutral
I
word.
like kiwis. Yeah,
kiwi. So if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and comment kiwi to let us know you've made it this far. Unfortunately, I guess that means we don't see kiwis in our comment section. No one made it.
The question is, are they going to talk about the kiwi fruit or kiwi bird?
You decide. But make sure you leave comments on our videos. We'd love to see what your thoughts are regarding our videos. It's going to help the YouTube algorithm out a lot by leaving comments. Even if you spam our comment section, this was great. It helps us out a lot. Also, liking, following our videos, or liking our videos, following us, making sure that bell icon is clicked. That way you're notified. That way so when our next videos drop. We got our main videos dropping at the end of each month, But then we have videos like this that could drop anytime. I mean, bam! You could have another one.
I was waiting for that to come.
Yeah. You never know when they're going to come. So make sure that you're following us and getting notified when a new video pops up. And comment, help us out with that YouTube algorithm. I think it would be amazing to get. I think it'd be amazing if we get 100 followers. But I want to shoot for 1,000.
Yeah, I'd say 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Yeah.
Yeah. So help us get to 1,000 subscribers to this season. Call your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your cousins, nephews, neighbors. Yeah. And tell them to subscribe to CtrlC. If they ask you what is it, just tell them to subscribe and leave a comment. Even if they're saying, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm doing this because I got told to do it.
Yeah. So with that being said, this has been another episode of CtrlC. Catch you later.
Bye.